The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. On play action, now Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This is James White, and they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Throwing, Osweiler. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again, Osweiler. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll indeed go for it with Osweiler. And able to find Green. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Sanders in motion right. On 1st down, Osweiler. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demarius Thomas. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd down now after the pass completion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. Osweiler will throw again. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. He'll try and throw for it with Osweiler. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, Osweiler. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They run it. It's Charles. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On second down, Osweiler. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now Brady throwing on second down. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And Amendola with a catch. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Brady to throw on second down. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3 down, these 2. 4 in!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to spin free. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Brady. Throwing left left side, he's got Gronk complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the 2nd straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, it's one of those old adages in sports that defense travels and defense is a constant. Well, the Broncos defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were 3rd overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5-11 in 2017 for Denver. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Boom, landing. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Osweiler. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action now. Osweiler. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
All right, now, look at 56. Detroit! Switch!
Now it's Osweiler. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Anderson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory now, we'll see what transpires.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Osweiler. And he whips one in there complete. That's Demaryius Thomas. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 23. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Here's Osweiler to throw. And he's got it complete to Fowler. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go. On now, look at this.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. And Latimer's got it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Following the penalty, here's Charles. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jamal Charles, 28 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken short. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Brady now on first down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. Ooh, with a juke. He gets it to Cooks. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on 2nd down, Brady. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Shoving through the defense. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Brady got to have this one. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Screen pass to Charles. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Back to throw, Brady. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw is Brady. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Zach Kerr in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Brady to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. So the D-line's going to spread out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Getting down to the end here, they have a two-score lead. Barely, but it's a two-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now is Osweiler. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Off the toss, Lewis. They find some open field here. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. First down now, but that clock rolling.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit...
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
Now it's Osweiler. Looking deep for Demarius. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve.